Hey, it's the Midnight Raven and welcome to my channel. I'm the Midnight Raven and today we are looking at some books I bought from a charity shop. So I went to a couple of them and I found some books that I was interested in and I just thought I would share them with you. Now, it's not very often I buy a book unless I really want it. Most of my books are ghost themed, true crime, horror. They're not your everyday typical books. If you have a bookcase full of serial killer stuff too, then let me know. Um, but in here, oh, you have no idea how heavy these are to carry around. So we have a cookbook to look at. We have a history book to look at. We have a miscellaneous book. And we have another war book. And that is from Lidl. So we have a couple of books. So let me show you this one first. So we're going to look at this one. And this is called Silent Heroes, the Bravery and Devotion of Animals in the War. So I picked this up from the hospice and this was 50 pence. And this is about the bravery of animals in the war, like the horses that had to take the troops to the front, the dogs that were used to deliver messages, and this basically is their courageous stories. They're like the unsung heroes of the war. Some things, you couldn't do without some of the animals. So this is basically a thank you showing animals how brave they really can be for the sake of helping a human. Because the thing is, when a human helps a human, they have a choice. They have an instinct. An animal basically just helps you. Um, and I thought this was a really cool idea to do a book like this. So you've got Bobby so Bobby I think Bobby was a dog. And then you've got a bear. You've got cats so you've got bears during the war that were used for helping. I'm gonna guess that's in Russia, maybe. But it's all the different stories of the animals, like this dog, as well. And it's their brave little stories. And I thought at some point I'll do some videos on these. So this is for my research, basically, of the brave animals or the unsung heroes of the war that were forgotten about. I mean, look at him. Really look cute. This is Syrian bear, gentle but formidable. His huge paws were armed with 6-inch claws. But apparently he helped during the war. So, dogs, horses, ponies, mules, they all helped. And they're the brave animals. And I got that for 50 pence. Okay. The next book I'm going to share with you has a story to it. Now, I don't really go in the break charity shop in town very often. But I bought this book, and the lady who sold it to me gave me the worst look I've ever seen. She stared right into my soul and gave me what was a look of disgust, which I've never had when buying a book. I've never bought a book and felt like uncomfortable, but I did today. Now, this book is for my collection. Now, if you didn't know, I am interested in World War II. I'm interested in Hitler. I was interested in the Holocaust. I've done videos on Hitler. I've done a lot of videos on different things. Now, this book was called Inside Hitler's Germany, Life Under the Third Reich. Now, I have to say that if they were uncomfortable selling it to me, or the woman was, the book wouldn't be in the charity shop if it couldn't be sold. I don't know whether she gave a weird look because it was being sold to me and I look young. But this is about the life under the Third Reich. This is the day-to-day life of Hitler and his SAS men, and how Hitler ran Germany throughout the war in different aspects. So it goes from the control of the youth, women in the Third Reich, culture under the Nazis, the home front, the industry, how the country changed, There is a part in here of the defeat as well as his hopes for the future, and it goes through the Hitler Youth, it goes through propaganda, it goes through Eva Braun, his wife. It goes through his demise at the end. It looks at all the attacks and basically how the war went in Germany. It talks about Heinrich Himmler, the SS overlord, if you want to call it, and it goes through different bits. It goes through the culture. It goes how the Olympics were done during the war. It's a very in-depth book at the history that maybe not a lot of people look into. That was actually, although there was a war going on, and most of the war was about the bigger picture, there were things going on at home in Germany behind the scenes that you didn't necessarily hear about unless it was portrayed on the radio, and even then it was propaganda. So this is a look at how life really was during the Third Reich, a proper in-depth look, and examines all aspects of life within the Nazi regime, and how Hitler was turning the country to his own future, how he wanted to see the future, not how Germany wanted to see the future. And this was a pound from Break. Now, I wasn't happy with the way the woman treated me. She looked at me like I shouldn't be buying it. Now, if you're going to have a book in a charity shop that is a little bit like this, then don't sell it in a charity shop. If you're uncomfortable with the fact of selling it, don't have it in there. I don't know if it was just the woman that felt uncomfortable selling it to me, but the look I got was of disgust. Now, I don't see why learning about history, unless it's about Hitler's history, is the problem, because we are all told to remember the war. Then if we're told to remember the war, why not be able to research the war? So I bought that. Hopefully that clears that up, because I felt uncomfortable buying it, and I still bought it because I kind of knew she was going to give me that look. She kept looking at me while I was browsing through it and giving me these looks, and I'm like, it's just a book. I'm not planning a war. Like, I don't get your problem. If you don't want stuff like this sold in a charity shop, you don't have to sell it. Whatever you sell in a charity shop is by choice, and if the lady felt uncomfortable selling it to a younger person, that's her problem. So there's that. Okay, next we bought this one. So this is the Man Up Your Meals. Now this is actually for my ex. This will be a present that my son will give to him either for his birthday or it'll be for Father's Day. So he's been looking at recipes. He wants to get into healthy eating and using recipes and stuff like that. And I thought the best way would be to have this recipe book. So I got this for £1, and this was recipes for real men, and it's in the shape of like a beer can, because obviously. So this has a bunch of real man food. So you've got triple cooked chips, bacon and cheese chips, beer waffles with ham and cheese, the best bacon butty, jumbo potato wedgies with dip, the ultimate nachos with beef. You got blazing tacos, mighty meatball sub, rump steak sandwiches, quick and easy corn dogs, how to brew your own beer, tuna melt bagels, fiery fish finger sandwiches, spiced apples with tomato and bacon sauce, the mighty 5 egg omelette, of course, and a bunch of other recipes featured throughout. So the first set is Snack Attack, Busting Man Meals, Mega Puds, and Get Set to Impress. So there are a bunch of really, you got 4 cheese macaroni, Texas Lone Ranger chili, giant pizzas, And then you've got ice creams and pumpkin pie and cakes and stuff. And I think this is a really good cookbook. You even got how to cook a prime rib of beef. So I thought this was really cool. And I got that just for £1, and he will absolutely love this. Chocolate mousse with a chili kick. You got beer battered fish and chips, how to make paella. They're really simple recipes. You get nice clear pictures as well. And I got that for £1. That'll be for his birthday, or that'll be for Father's Day, which is in June. And then last of all, I got this. Now this is the Floral Birthday Book. Now if you've been watching my channel, I've been doing celebrity birthdays every day of the month. And this one is about the flowers for every day of the month throughout the year. So each birthday apparently has a flower corresponding. So today is, what is today? Today is the 22nd of February. So if you go to February and you go here, and it says the flower for this month is reeds. And then it has like a little poem here, and then you get the flower. And each day of the month has a different flower corresponding with it, which I never knew. And then it also has a little poem for each, which I think is kind of cool. So I'm going to go through these, and we're going to maybe make some videos for maybe March or April or May, and go through them and do some videos on the flowers for each day of the month, and maybe we'll learn something. There's also a poem. Now I don't know if I'm going to do the poem or not. I think I might just do the flower, but I got that, which I thought was quite interesting, and I got that for 50p as well. So maybe I'll go through and I'll do these starting from like March or April. And I'll go through in each day of the month. I'll do a 60-second video on that flower. But yeah, if you want to like and subscribe and give us a big thumbs up. They were the books I got. So we got the birthday book for 50p, the Man Up meals for £1, Hitler's Germany for £1, and then I got Silent Heroes for 50p. So go to your local charity shops. You can get some really unique books. I'm still a bit miffed off at the Hitler's Germany book. I don't know why I should be frowned upon for buying a book about Hitler and Germany. Let me know down below what you think about that. Was the woman in the right to give me a dirty look? Or if she's uncomfortable selling stuff like that, maybe it shouldn't be in the charity shop. I mean, the war happened. History is an interesting subject. Let me know down below whether she was right or wrong to give me such a weird, dirty look for buying it. I know I'm only middle-aged, near enough, but I thought it was an interesting subject to read into. Maybe I'm crazy. If you want to support the channel, a PayPal, Super Chat, or Super Thanks, or become a member. Members video coming up this week for you 4 lucky people who are members. If you want to become a member, it's 99p. You get extra videos each week, and you also get some of my live streams that go to members only, featuring your special friend, Coach Eli, as a unwilling participant being restreamed. So if you want to see some of them membership ones are going over there, so that I can keep them on my channel, but you guys can also watch them, because it's a shame to hide his stupidity from the world. Like and subscribe, and I will see you very soon for another video. Take care and thanks for watching. Bye guys.